Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and I hope you all are doing really good in your lives as I am doing super duper well as well. So guys, in today's video I'm going to swatch and review the newly launched product by Nykaa, and it is their Just Wink It eyeshadow palette, and I have one eyeshadow with me and I'm going to share a look as well as its review. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel and click on that notification bell and like if you like this video. Now without any further ado, let's get started. So, Nykaa has released their eyeshadow palettes in 5 variants, and I have the variant chocolate double chocolate chip with me. So, I really like the color selection of all the palettes, I would say, and I would say they have separated all the categories. They have something for neutral lovers, something for smoky lovers, and some palettes for berry toned lovers, and also someone who will like peach lover. So yeah, like that is commendable. And these eyeshadow palettes, they retail for 14.99 rupees, and but I got my palette for 13.99 because then there was a kind of sale going on when these first launched, so I just got my hands on that. And yeah, that is about it. And they are paraben free and sulfate free as well as cruelty free product, and in many of the Nykaa's product they always launch such kind of things in their products, which I appreciate a lot. And yeah, now let's just see what the actual palette looks like. Guys, now let's see what the packaging looks like. So this is the outer packaging. As you can see, they have all the shades here and it is written Nykaa Just Wink It palette, and I am in the shade double chocolate chip, and they also say that it is enriched with shea butter, bisabolol, vitamin E, and tomato fruit extract and ubiquinone, which is known for hydrating your skin, and also does not give your skin kind of harsh effect, so it will look always soft on your skin. And you can use these palettes for 3 years from its manufacturing date. And yeah, as I told you, these palettes retail for 14.99 rupees, which I think a little bit steep, but having said that, there are so many good quality things has gone on these palettes, so I don't know, like I will say it is a tad bit costlier. It could have been under 1,000 rupees, that would have been great, but then nevertheless they have so many claims in it that it is paraben free and not tested on any animals, so I think that's why they have priced their palettes such high rate. So yes, that is about the outer packaging, and you are also getting 9.6 gram of product, and everything else is written in this sort of cardboard packaging. So guys, this is what the inner packaging looks like. But before getting into it, if you're wondering on this look, I will be sharing a video on my Instagram. I have used mostly Nykaa products. You can hop onto my Instagram and see this video, what I have done with my face as well, because I have used all Nykaa products, like whatever I had with me. So this is what the inner packaging looks like. Again, everything is written right here, and I quite like the packaging because it is quite sleek and quite sturdy, but I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger as the price is so much. So I was expecting this packaging to be a little bit bigger, but it is not that big. As you can see, it just comes into my I would say in my palm very nicely, and I have small hands. If you have like big fingers, you will see that it will come in your hand exactly. And when I open this is how it looks like. And yeah, here are all the shades you are getting. So this palette is more of a neutral side and also smoky side, because you are getting this black in it, and the color, if you see, are very much wearable color. So that is why I got this eyeshadow. At least I can use these shadows in my everyday purpose, or if I'm not feeling well, I can just use these shimmer shades and just call it a day. And with this, they are providing you the typical sponge tip applicator, which is of no use. Only you can use this applicator just to apply like eyeshadow in your inner corner and just to highlight your brow bone. Other than that, you cannot apply anything in your crease using this brush. And they're also giving you a good quality mirror, which I appreciate again. So now guys, coming on to the application part and how I have applied this. So yeah, just go and see how I have applied my eyeshadows. are getting this brush and you think that it is useless, but do not do that, because you can really wet the brush and apply and pick the eyeshadow and apply it on your eyelids. And one thing that they have said that you can wet the brush and use the eyeshadows, and I will recommend that you should wet your brush, because if you are thinking that you will pick the color with the help of your finger or with the help of a dry brush, so you will not get that much of pigmentation. The moment you drench your brush, it will pick up the pigment more nicely and apply it more evenly. So make sure you always wet your brush in case of these eyeshadows, because these will not transfer as it is with your dry brush or your finger. And let me show you one shade. Like if you are watching this shade, so this is what the shade looks like. Looks good on my finger, but when I apply it on my eyelids, does not transfer that well. So I have to wet my brush and then go over it and then apply it in my crease. So if you are wondering if I like this palette, so I would say I have mixed reviews about this palette, because I don't know if I like it or not, but certainly I don't like it that much. And if you see, you are paying a lot of money and you are getting shades which are like very similar. If you know what I mean, like watch, these two shades are really similar. Again, these two shades are bit of similar. Again, this is also similar. And yeah, this shade does not have that much of pigmentation. It looks good on my finger, but when I swatch it, does not come as pigmented as it is in the pan. And here I have my Wet n Wild palette, and if you see, the color scheme is very much similar, and like you can see, yeah, the theme is really similar. And also I have my Swiss Beauty palette, and the scheme of Swiss Beauty palette is almost similar to this particular palette and the Nykaa palette, of course. And if you see, the pigmentation wise, Wet n Wild and Swiss Beauty works much better, and you don't have to worry about a lot to wet your brush or to use it like this. And one more thing I would say, that they are saying there is no fallout, and I will agree to an extent, but when I was applied too much of color, so there was fallout. You will see in the demo part there is fallout, and it is not true that it is fallout free, but again, you can apply it once you do your base. It will not budge, because in other palettes like Wet n Wild, they have a lot of powderiness and fallout. And again, Nykaa shadows are not patchy, and yeah, they are pretty much average, I would say. They are not like something out of the box. They are pretty much average. They have not done something which is very commendable. Again, an average thing. I would rate it as an average eyeshadow palette. So guys, that was about it. Now I will also swatch these eyeshadows along with my Swiss Beauty and Wet n Wild palette, so that you guys can see what I am talking about. But let me just swatch one thing for you. So I'm gonna swatch this black shade. So this is how the black shade of Nykaa palette looks like, and this is how it transfers here. And now I am going to swatch the black shade from the Wet n Wild palette, and yeah, this is what the product looks like. Now can you see the difference? See, that is what I was talking about. And let me also swatch a shimmery shade for you. So this is from the eyeshadow palette, Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. You can see how gorgeous this color looks, and here I have swatched it. Yeah, it looks so good. Like, again, it looks amazing, I would say. And then I'm also going to a swatch shimmery shade from the Nykaa one. So can you see the intensity is not that much of Wet n Wild? I can see it. And yeah, the matte shadows are also more pigmented in the Wet n Wild palette. So now you can decide it for yourself what palette you want, and that is about it. Let us just move towards this